Very soon, you won't walk into a bank. You won't call a financial advisor. You won't even open a budgeting app. You'll just talk. And an AI that knows every dollar you've ever earned, spent, feared, and lost will answer back. That future isn't coming. It already started. This week, here's what just happened and why it's bigger than anyone is reporting. OpenAI quietly connected Chat GPT to the global financial system, not as a feature, as a strategy. Pro subscribers in the US can now link their real bank accounts, credit cards, investment portfolios, subscriptions directly to Chat GPT through a partnership with Plaid, covering over 12,000 institutions. Chase, Fidelity, Robinhood, American Express, Capital One, all of it visible to an AI in a single conversation window. They called it a personal finance tool. That name was chosen carefully because what it actually is would make people ask very different questions. And buried inside this announcement is one number that reveals exactly how long OpenAI has been planning this moment. 200 million. Every single month before this tool existed, 200 million people were already asking ChatGPT about their money. No account connection, no special access, just people typing their financial anxiety into a chat window at midnight because the system built to help them never actually spoke their language. OpenAI didn't build this tool because the technology was ready. They built it because the demand was already there. Massive, desperate, and completely underserved.
But here is the detail that tells you everything about how serious this really is. 1 month before launch, OpenAI quietly acquired the team behind Hero, a personal finance AI startup backed by elite venture capital. Absorbed in April, product live in May. 1 month, connected to 12,000 institutions. That's not a company testing an idea. That's a company executing a plan it wrote long before anyone was watching. Now, here is where convenience becomes something else entirely. The financial advisor industry survived for one reason: information asymmetry. They knew things you didn't. That knowledge gap was worth hundreds of dollars an hour. ChatGPT just collapsed that gap to $20 a month. Ask it, have my spending habits changed? And it tells you exactly when, exactly where, exactly why. Ask it, help me buy a house in 5 years. And it builds a real plan around your real numbers, not a template, your life mapped by a machine that never sleeps, never judges, and never has a commission hiding behind its advice. That feels like the most liberating thing that's happened to personal finance in a generation. Until you ask the one question nobody in the story wants you to ask.
What did you actually hand over to get it? A complete, real-time picture of your financial life, your patterns, your vulnerabilities, the fears visible in your spending history, the anxieties readable in the questions you type. OpenAI says the data is protected. Disconnect anytime. Synced information deleted within 30 days. And maybe every single one of those promises holds today, but Intuit is already coming. Soon, ChatGPT will see your taxes, calculate what selling a stock costs you next April, predict whether you'll get approved for credit before you even apply. At that point, this isn't a tool inside an app. It's the operating system for your entire financial life, running on infrastructure you don't own inside a company whose core business is intelligence itself. And intelligence has never stayed where it was put. Here is what the upcoming months actually look like. Your financial profile stops living at your bank. It lives inside an AI that knows not just your numbers, but your patterns, your pressure points, and exactly how much financial stress it takes to change your decisions. That's not a feature, that's leverage. And you handed it over in exchange for a free budget breakdown.
The door is open. 200 million people walked through it before they even knew the door existed. The only question that matters now is whether you understood what was on the other side. If something in that question feels unresolved, it should. This is AI Pulse, the place for AI stories that the industry hopes you'll scroll past. Subscribe, because the next video covers something these companies are moving on right now, quietly, in a sector far more personal than your bank account. And once you hear it, you won't be able to unhear it.